This buy-to-let renovation has just made me over £15,000 profit and a 30% return on investment. So I bought this place for £106,000. The costs, legals, stamp duty was about £6,500, and then we spent £17,000 doing up the refurb. So we've just had it valued and it's coming in at around £147,000, although could start to top up to 150, which means there's a really clean 15k profit, which is absolutely incredible. We've renovated the whole place in just 3 months or 12 weeks, start to finish, and I've done the majority of this myself to help keep some of the profit up as much as possible rather than spending all of that on builders. So let's give you a tour, show you some of the before, and then show you the after and what the property looks like today. In terms of what I'm going to be doing with this, now I could sell it and make the £15,000 profit, but what I'm going to do is actually keep the property for a minimum of 2 years, rent it out, and I've just had a valuation which is one of the highest, if not the highest in the area, breaking the ceiling of around £700 to £725 a month, which would mean, after all of the costs, a clean net profit of about £450 a month, which is awesome. So I'm going to keep it for 2 years and then likely refinance it with the hope that the property's worth about 160, 170 in about 2 years' time. So without further ado, let's give you a tour of the property. So welcome to the grand entrance. Now, we've still got a little bit of stuff flying around here. This is kind of the dumping room at the moment, but we've got a brand new composite front door, which was actually really cheap. It was about £450, and the fitter had one spare in his warehouse, so he said he would give it me for a really cheap deal. We've completely ripped out the flooring, ripped out the carpets, reboarded the stairs, repainted and plastered pretty much everywhere. The scope has massively increased from when we first went round the house. I've also got a new circular double glazed window here that's going to replace the old timber one. It has been an absolute nightmare, to say the least. It's been about 3 months in the making to get the whole thing custom made and shipped over here. So let's go into the living room. Now, this before was an absolute sore sight to see, whereas now it's really bright and we've got rid of the fireplace, brand new carpets on the floor. All the radiators have been fully cleaned up as well. We've got a brand new double glazed window on the back there, which has made such a difference, because before it was an old 90s type double glazing, which was a little bit dodgy, and you can kind of like push the top bit open. The garden has been cleared out as well. This was a really tough job, been completely cleared out. It's not the best garden in the world, but for a buy-to-let it'll do, and it's way better than what it was. We've also trimmed the hedge down as well. But this room is looking really good, and the house has had all brand new internal doors as well, so I really like these. They're the cheaper ones. It's the hollow core that's probably about £30 per door, so yeah, really good. Carpets are from a local supplier. The curtain poles that still need to go up are all from Dunelm, same with the curtains. This flooring that we've got in the main hallway that you'll see runs through the kitchen as well is from UK Flooring Direct, and I will add a link in the description to the exact flooring, but it's really nice stuff. It's LVT, so it's not laminate, it's like a bendy rubber material that looks like laminate, and I think the pattern on it is way more superior and high quality compared to what you get on laminate. But it's a really nice, really hard wearing floor as well, and it's great for high traffic areas. So going into what is, I call this the dining room, and if I change the exposure here, so we've got rid of 2 really nasty big pine units here, and we had to go back to brick, and it left some concrete steps that I couldn't quite be bothered to take out, so we've just covered over them with some of the leftover LVT. Brand new window in the back as well, because this one also was a 90s window that was really bad shape. Brand new carpets as well, but everything's been given a lick of paint. We've replastered the ceiling, boarded up what was a hatch here, like a serving hatch, into the kitchen. So this room again looking really good, nice and clean, ready to go. You can see here the floor continues, so that's the kind of hallway from the front entrance, and then this is what we're also using in the kitchen, because this stuff is really great and it's waterproof as well. Because it's not made of wood, it doesn't expand or warp when water gets onto it, so it's perfect for kitchens and bathrooms. And under here we had a lot of damp issues under the floor, so what this is also going to do is serve as a bit of a barrier, because we've got a vapor barrier underlay also underneath this, and a liquid DPM, so the damp proof membrane under the floor, so this room now should stay dry. But the kitchen is looking awesome. It's from Howdens. It's the Greenwich range in a charcoal colour, just with standard handles and hinges, black composite sink, standard tap, and then Howden's Lamona range for their cooker, the hob, and the cooker hood as well. But this kitchen's looking so much better than what it was before, a lot nicer. And we've got like a light ash oak type worktop on there as well. So that's looking really, really good. And now we've got the roller blinds in as well, which is making it a little bit more cozy with some of the soft furnishings. So going through here, we've also put all brand new spots everywhere as well in the kitchen. Before it was an old fluorescent tube that was really nasty, so this has really helped modernise the place as well. Brand new back door. The other one was an old timber one that was really bad and squeaky. Boiler hasn't changed, it's only about 3 or 4 years old. And then we've completely redone this bit here and made it way nicer. New ceiling, cleaned it all up, brand new windowsill and went around the window. And then we've also got a washer dryer here ready for the tenants as well. So that's looking really good. So let's head upstairs and show you the rest of the property. So this is the bathroom. And this probably has had the biggest transformation out of it all. It was a really old, original council-fitted bathroom before, and now it's a green paradise where you can have a great shower. I've gone for, it's green 2 or 3 from lickpaints.com. And then in the kitchen, I've used a beige paint on that one as well, which I'll put links into the description. Got downlighters in here as well, new ventilation system. Brand new window sills and a new window there. That's going to be changed to privacy glass. The fitter, when he fit it, realised that it's the wrong glass, which is not a problem. We can change that. Brand new toilet, brand new sink and basin. Also got a lovely new towel radiator here as well. And then this is my favourite part. So I tiled all of this, which was a nightmare because the ceilings are not straight in an ex-council build, which is a problem. But yeah, looking really, really good. Black taps, which looks really good, and that links with the black shower as well. So I really, really love this room. This is probably one of my most favourite. The floor as well, this is a sheet vinyl. It was about £80 if that, and it's also from UK Flooring Direct, and I'll put a link in the description for that. So this is the hallway. Got a brand new window here as well, Roman blinds from Dunelm. And then it's a 3-bedroom semi-detached, so here is bedroom number 1. Before, there were loads of pipes on this wall here, so we've taken all of the pipes out, removed it, replastered the whole thing, put brand new skirting down as well, and the room is looking way, way, way fresher. We just need to pop the curtains on the rails, and we've also refreshed the wardrobe as well, so they're all built in, which look really, really good, along with the new doors. Bedroom 2, pretty much identical, and again, you've got a nice built-in wardrobe here. Dark grey carpets, and everything's just been whitewashed. We replastered this wall as it was a little bit old, and then we also replastered the ceiling as well because it was a little bit worse for wear. So again, looking really, really good here. We've also got little details in this house as well, but you can see here the black thresholds in the doors. It just makes a little bit of a difference and modernises the place and just makes it a little bit different. It's all those small touches. And then this is the smallest bedroom, the box bedroom of the 3. Still, this was probably bright pink from memory before, and now it's been freshened up. We've got a new window in, and we've refreshened up the cupboard as well, that is kind of covering part of the roof of the stairs, hence that step there as well. So yeah, all looking really, really good. So that's pretty much it for this series. The buy-to-let is finally finished. It's made an awesome profit, and the numbers came pretty much bang on to what I was expecting. I thought that the property would be worth about, originally it was 130. We actually went for really, really small margins, hence doing all of this myself. But then because the property market boomed through 2021 and the purchase took so long with the seller's solicitors dragging their heels over the stamp duty deadline, we ended up seeing a new price increase. So the reason why originally I mentioned in a previous video that the budget for this place was 10k and we actually spent 17, a part of that decision was that I knew that house prices in the area were going up and that I was starting to see 140 to 145. So getting a valuation of 147 is pretty much bang on, plus a little bit on the top. And it meant that that decision halfway through to increase the scope of doing way more in the kitchen, way more in the bathroom that wasn't intended to begin with, that extra spend was worth it because the figures have all worked out really well and it's still made a really healthy profit of a 30% return, which these days in this market is really, really hard. Don't get me wrong, it's really competitive and bidding on properties and trying to get one is hard at the moment because you have other owner-occupiers who don't run their numbers on properties, or amateur investors who don't particularly run numbers and just bid whatever they want to on a property. So it was hard enough to get this, but I'm thrilled that it's made a really good profit, and I'm excited to do a few more desk videos talking about and debriefing all of this property and what we've done, but then also starting to think about what is it I want to do next. Is it working on a HMO? Is it a commercial to resi conversion? Is it a new build on a plot of land? So we're really going to start thinking about that. My overall thoughts on this is that I don't think I would do a buy-to-let again. It's been great and it's made a profit and I'm really happy with it, and I could keep doing this, rinse and repeat, but it feels like a lot of work for not that much gain. So it was 3 months' work to make a £15,000 profit, and then to add extra cash flow into my bank account every month, which is about £450 after all of the costs, maintenance, management, and the mortgage cost, which is £200 a month. But I think that my skills can be better suited to bigger projects. I've got the capital and the investors to work on bigger projects. So the thinking here is actually, rather than just staying small and looking at buy-to-lets, instead I want to look at a bigger commercial to residential conversion in Sheffield or Manchester or somewhere else, and work on a project that's going to yield bigger returns and create more profit and allow me to work with bigger teams so that I can scale the business rather than working on all these small buy-to-lets. So it's been great. I've loved it. It's given me a lot of experience, but it's given me a good stepping stone to now think about working on a bigger, more complex strategy that requires more funding, requires more work, but also working with a bigger team of people who do a lot of the heavy lifting rather than doing all of this myself. So I think that's going to be the next step. But I've got an entire playlist on this house renovation, everything we've done, going through every step of the way. So definitely check out this playlist here, which starts from the 3D renders, looking at the property, going all the way through to today where it's fully complete. So definitely check out the whole journey here, and I will see you in this playlist.